She's a social justice and an anti-corporation lawyer. And if any of the folks want to help volunteer, that would be amazing. But let's give it up for Janani.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here today. My name is Janani Ramachandran. I'm a social justice attorney, a community activist, and running to be California's next state assembly member. And one of the main reasons I decided to run for this seat is because of the thousands of communities that are left out of the political process. The status quo political system does not work for most of us. I am running for all the communities I belong to and those that I serve that do not have a seat at the table. And why don't they have a seat at the table? Because of the undue influence of corporate power. The climate crisis is real. It's not 5 or 10, 50 years from now. It's here. It's today. 2 weeks ago, Portland experienced temperatures that were 115 degrees. The Death Valley experienced temperatures that are over 130 degrees. And yet so many of our lawmakers say, yes, they believe climate change is real and do absolutely nothing about it. Dianne Feinstein refuses to act. She refuses to back a climate civilian corps. She refuses to reject oil and gas corporations. And she refuses time and time and again to implement the bold solutions that we need and that we deserve. Because climate solutions will protect our planet, but they will also protect housing, communities, land, jobs, living wages, food access, so many other things, because climate is interconnected to everything. We can't put it into a box and say, oh, I'll address climate one day, housing the next. We can't say we're going to address racial justice one day and then climate the next. Issues are intersectional. It's time our elected officials start acting like it. 3 weeks ago, some of you beautiful individuals right here risked arrest to shut down the White House, to demand a civilian climate corps and demand bold climate change. 3 weeks ago, this beautiful community stood in front of Dianne Feinstein's house in DC demanding a Green New Deal and living wage jobs. 3 weeks ago, this intersectional movement of activists of all ages demanded change that we deserve, and I am dedicated to working alongside each and every one of you, because we cannot divorce politics from social movements. We can't divorce activists from community leaders, from elected officials. We need to work together because our climate crisis is real and it's here. But let's talk about why we don't have a Green New Deal in California. A super majority of Democrats serve us in our legislature. And yet we don't have a Green New Deal. And yet we use prison labor to fight wildfires that are only growing stronger and more deadly every single year. In a supermajority Democratic state, we don't offer people living wages, clean air, fresh water. Why? 70% of our state lawmakers accept oil and gas contributions. 95% of them accept PG&E money. An investor-owned utility held criminally liable for recklessly endangering people's lives, for killing people. And our state lawmakers accept their money. So when we talk about not having a seat at the table, we need to talk about corporate power. We need to talk about the ways that they hold our elected officials hostage and prevent them from acting on behalf of the people, which is why I am so proud to be a corporate-free candidate.
Yeah!
I am the only corporate-free candidate in my election right now, which is happening on August 31st. If you live in Oakland, San Leandro, or Alameda, I invite you to use the power of your vote to make a difference. And I'm proud to be a corporate-free candidate because I believe in this. I believe in us. I believe in people-powered movements. I believe in activism. I believe in protesting outside elected officials' offices. Because we deserve a future where we can not just live. We deserve a future where the generations after us can thrive. We deserve a future where racial justice equals social justice equals climate justice and housing justice. So Senator Feinstein, we urge you today to stand with us and state your support for a civilian climate corps. We are calling on you to step up or step aside. Thank you.